Everybody, Nom Nom Noms here. Welcome back to more Zenless Zone Zero. We're back at it again with the 2.6 main story. And last time around, what happened? Let me think. Okay, sorry, making sure everything's looking right. And glad a lot of this can't show up. Okay. So, last time around, we mostly just met the Angels of Delusion. Got them a videotape, and it was mostly that explored. It's probably spent way too much time looking at the posters on the wall in 404. I forgot what the full title of it is. The 404, I guess, concert hall? You know, well, basement. And when we came back, because we returned to 6th Street, getting a commission from PubSec themselves, informed to us by Jane. And so we went with her. She introduced us to this suspicious-looking agent. She can just disappear like that. It's insane. And we'll see what her deal is after going to sleep. There is unofficial information out, and we have seen the drip marketing since the first stream. So we do know she will be our second half agent. Another electric attacker. Number 5. Yeah, electric attack number 5, which is very funny. Electric attackers outnumber entire roles, which, well, it's just funny. Also, I still really like that snake. It's so adorable. So polygonal. Anyway, unofficial information is unofficial information, so not worth thinking about for day one of it being up. Other than I probably will be pulling for Nangong Yu because she wasn't my fear, and she isn't quite, well, for now, isn't a Aether Veil spamming stunner, which is good. I think she's exactly what I want. We'll see how she shapes up for her release, because I suspect she might be quite powerful for the exact team I wanted to use her for, and maybe even usable for the goofy, funny, on-field Bernice.
Want to see the red scarf?
Double stunner with lighter would be very funny, but also just
Where are we going?
any
There's no class today.
any anomaly with Yuzaha and Nangong Yu might be pretty cool. Anyway, oh yeah, we have our. Why set them up all way more meticulous than us? I like that Skull City poster. Gosh, the sunlight's sort of hitting my monitor, so I can't really see the obelisk too well because it's so dark. There's no light to this side of the room. These are pretty cool posters. Yeah, and then in Belle's room, they're all overlapping and clumped together, messily, but also in a way that I think is much more insane looking, right? Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway. Not much else to do, but continue on in the main story. You know, I finally discovered why I wouldn't have my phone where it is. It's what I have to look at chat. Sorry. Oh. I almost forgot to do several things. One, lower the quality. Do 2 things. Alright. Okay. Nice, and I'm not sure there's too much clutter on my desk. I think that's fine. Nice, it'll only fall during an earthquake. Angels of Delusion just got a commission to head to Lemnian Hollow, and now public security is asking me to head there to investigate too. Is it really just a coincidence? Just imagine if we ran into each other. That'd be kinda awkward. Wait. What am I even thinking? The Lemnian Hollow is huge. There's no way we'd run into each other. Better sleep. Sleep. Between all the traveling today, and going back and forth with that case specialist, you're completely wiped. The second your head hits the pillow, you're out cold. I also noticed there's no period after wiped there in that previous sentence. It was supposed to be. It also just cut off to then this next, or like the second sentence was like paragraphed down. Anyway, line break. Maybe it was because you were subconsciously thinking about the commission and why sleeping on the couch, but you wake up in a daze before the alarm even goes off. Wow. And it's still early. I should take this chance to wake up Cissia and head to Wi-Fi Peninsula together. Gotta vacate the room so Wise can get some more sleep. Oh well, good for him. Why is the case specialist still inside? Is she not in a rush to head out? Softly call out to Cissia. A suspicious commotion comes from inside. Cissia quickly shuts the door behind her after coming out, even throwing her body against it in a pretty obvious attempt to block the view. Good morning, my dear tenant. Just messing with you. Well, why so serious? No need to look around me. Room's fine. I even tidied it up a bit for you. Well, things are urgent, and Phalum Heights is pretty far, I think. Let's head out now. Should we take an airship or drive? If we need to, I can pilot an airship. Yeah, man, I still can't believe we went that way around. I guess right over the hollow. Being sneaky with an airship? I don't know. The reasoning for that section of 2.0 was really confusing to me, and they really shouldn't have added a world map because we decided to make a very wide turn on our route first trip to Wi-Fi Peninsula when, like, we somehow went around Wi-Fi Peninsula, even though 6th Street is in the direct opposite direction, like across from it. But we still decided to go over the hollow and got rocket launched into falling into it, which is an interesting narrative choice. Let's just drive. Ooh, what kind of memory? Wait, don't tell me you couldn't afford a ticket, so you snuck aboard and curled up under a seat. But they found you and quick and tossed you out mid-flight. What are you talking about? You want to team up with a ghost for this commission? Good ghosts? Are they scary? I'm way tougher than any ghost. Besides, if you're the ghost, there's nothing to fear. But hey, to spare that fragile little heart of yours, we'll drive. If we keep this bizarre convo going, Wise is never going to be able to catch up on his sleep. Let's just head out already. Let's drive. After getting bossed around by a civil servant who can pilot an airship but forgot to bring her driver's license, you end up playing chauffeur and driving her all the way to Phalum Heights. I mean, alright, playing chauffeur. I guess you're going there anyway. Also, we left Phalum Heights just to immediately go right back in. That's kind of funny to me. Gosh, alright, it's also taking sweet time loading in. Oops, sorry. But yeah. Cissia has a very fun personality. You know, selfish, but the bit where she's very fearful of Lieutenant, I think, or was it Colonel Lowell? The Seth's brother, who we haven't met yet. I don't know if he introduced himself yet, so we don't know he's that. But you know, or I might be aware of something. Sorry, spoilers.
Whoa! This place. There's so much going on.
All right, a bit much.
Wow! It's my first time in Wi-Fi. Is it always this?
Yep. Happy New Year's.
Lively here. And with Gilded Carrot Day coming up, it's even busier. But let's finish the Hollow Commission first and save the exploring for later.
No, no way, I'm not going to that place.
No way, I'm not going to that place.
What I mean is, as a senior case specialist, I'm always very careful about maintaining proper boundaries when handling official duties in Wi-Fi.
Oh, unfortunately, you're talking to someone who can't fight after training at a... What? At a temple for 6 months?
But to make sure you're supported, I've selected an exceptionally skilled Hollow operative from our internal database, and she'll be assisting you.
Interesting. Oh. Well, Alright, Belle's probably gonna say both.
But, Cissia, you're barely wearing any public security identification. Why can't you move around freely?
What do you mean? She has neps on her shirt, if you can call that, and she has it written on her tail. I don't know, that's pretty public security identifying. I guess she doesn't have her personal identification. No name tags anywhere.
Plus, that skilled operative is running late.
Alright.
There's
This
no
is the
point in
second
just
sentence.
standing around here. Why don't we start some preliminary investigation first?
The terrifying miasma in Lemnian Hollow? No. I mean, the complex situation surrounding Lemnian Hollow isn't something a mere little proxy like you could possibly grasp.
So true. I concur.
I've heard there are multiple factions entrenched there. Porcelumix, Obel Squad, Yunque Summit, the Exaltists, and more. We really shouldn't act rashly.
Hey, she didn't mention the Predators.
Alright then. So we'll wait for that skilled Hollow operative to arrive before heading out together. When will they get here?
Sorry, I was making sure that. I'm just paranoid, but I don't feel like I'm paranoid enough to make sure the mic is on.
She replied to me on Internet, saying she'd reach Phylum Heights by this evening.
Oh, well, it's morning. Well, actually, I don't know how long it took to drive here.
Internaut? Didn't you say she's an operative from the internal database?
Oh, what's strange about that? We always use Internet to stay in touch.
Hmm.
All right, don't start getting all paranoid. Wait. That place has egg rice noodle rolls? I have urgent business to take care of right now. We'll regroup at the cable car station this evening.
Cissia takes off, full sprint toward Yamcha-Sin. It's still early. Why not head over to Suibin Temple for a quick visit? If that intelligent entity really is connected to Lemnian Hollow, Shifu might know something. I mean, I guess it is a big threat.
Strange. I've never heard anyone from Wi-Fi Peninsula mention anything about intelligent entities existing in Lemnian Hollow. Don't tell me it has something to do with the creator again.
I was listening to that line. I don't think I've ever heard the robot Lee guy speak. So many egg dishes. Ooh, but I've already made up my mind. Egg rice rolls, egg waffles, salted egg patty. Alright, I guess she's an egg-eating snake. What friend? Wait, is that what it was? Hold on. When are your other friends getting here? Huh? What friend? Right, because she was ordering too much. Alright. She's one of those anime characters. You know, the eat everything in the house type of character. But she's entertaining enough, so it's fine. Oh, hey, there's the clan. Okay, I'm getting blocked by a tiny little leaf. Belle, you wimp. Oh, dang, Pan was saying something.
Belle, didn't you say you had an important commission around Gilded Carrot Day? How come you're back already?
Shifu! I barely stepped out of Yunque Summit when a troublesome commission landed on me. Luckily, it's in Lemnian Hollow, so I had time to swing by.
She was being very dramatic for that, which is funny. But I guess it doesn't directly answer the question. Whatever.
I see.
Huh? I thought you'd finished everything and rushed back to celebrate the holiday.
there's no need to dwell on it. If fate allows, we may yet meet again on Gilded Carrot Day.
Did you foresee that?
Shifu? Does that mean you've foreseen that we'll meet again on Gilded Carrot Day? But I already promised some friends I'd go see their show that night. Never mind. We'll talk about it when the time comes. Right. Has anything unusual been happening in Wi-Fi lately?
Not at all.
Huh? Shifu? You don't even need to think about it?
Ah, Junior Bell. You're asking about anything unusual because of that troublesome commission?
Yeah. I heard an illegal intelligent entity has been openly provoking public security, claiming it will disrupt the lighting ceremony. They've been investigating for a while, and now suspect it may have slipped into Lemnian Hollow. A criminal who's that determined to stir up chaos is bound to cause some commotion. So I came to ask if anything unusual has happened in Wi-Fi lately.
Junior Bell, you really don't understand what Wi-Fi is like around Gilded Carrot Day. This time of year, everyone's gone home for the holiday. If there were any strange happenings, or even just gossip, it would have spread instantly.
Oh, well. I guess that anyone who would gossip about it disappeared already. Shoo-foo-foo.
If no one's chatting about anything right now, then nothing has happened for sure. That's why Shifu is so certain.
Interesting. Alright, so it's a gossipy town. So the information would have spread. But things are happening. Which is why it's happening in this story right now. So I guess we'll see. I'm trying to remember what they talked about was happening with intelligent constructs because of this entity. Or the presumed entity, which, well, pretty sure it's real, but, you know, it's only presumed on their part. I guess it wasn't isolated. Well, it definitely wasn't isolated to this location. So if it hasn't been happening around here, then what? It wouldn't be noted.
So you mean people in Wi-Fi have been pretty chatty lately? Could you help me ask around? See if any of the nearby intelligent constructs have been acting strangely? Maybe even with a purple glow in their eyes?
I haven't seen anything. At least Vince, Stripey, and Banyue Shifu seem normal. As for everyone else, it's not that we don't want to help you.
I know Vince, and I obviously know Banyue. Who the heck is Stripey? I'll be honest, I was expecting her to mention Lee, so I have no idea who Stripey is.
It's just that right before Gilded Carrot Day, everyone in Wi-Fi is busy stocking up on gifts, playing mahjong, shopping, making wishes, preparing reunion meals. Try asking about anything serious now, and you'll almost always hear the same answer.
Either it's bad luck or you're being a buzzkill, man.
After the holiday.
Alright, same difference.
If you're concerned, Fufu Yinhu and I can help keep an eye out, but you really should be prepared to wait until after the holiday.
Well, if they want to disrupt the holiday, we can't really wait, can we?
That said, if the suspect really is an intelligent entity, something does come to mind.
Oh, wait! I've run into something strange too! But Junior Yinhu can go first.
It's nothing major, but a few days ago, when I passed by Junior's room, I noticed that the computer inside, the one that's usually left unused, seemed to be on.
What's the unused one? If I have threshold him pretty much on all the time, you know, leave it running to mine some Bitcoin.
Sounds a little suspicious. Maybe an advanced intelligent entity really is trying to sabotage Gilded Carrot Day. Did it sneak in and turn on our computer?
Oh, Junior Yinhu, so it was you who shut it down for me.
Okay. I guess not then. That was an interesting line read for, Alright, you had another syllable there when it should have just been, No, it's fine.
I was using Junior's computer computer to download the recut version of Legend of the Tiger Warrior the other day. But the internet was a bit slow, then something came up, and I had to step out, so I just left it running.
Your strange incident? Don't tell me it's just that.
Yeah, I distinctly remember leaving it to download the movie before heading out. But when I came back, the computer was turned off.
Insane.
Belle, is this explanation disappointing?
And why would it be disappointing, Yijuan?
Anyway, there's no need to worry too much. If the culprit's goal is to disrupt the lighting ceremony, Phylum Heights is under Swabian Temple's protection. Let them come if they dare.
Alright, well, the way they're coming might be beating up all of our legal citizens of New Eridu by hacking into them.
Exactly. We're the ones lighting the year light. If anyone wants to sabotage the ceremony, they'll have to get past Shifu first.
Interesting.
That's true. The lighting ceremony is a big deal. Security would be tight anyway, and with Shifu and all the seniors helping out, there's really no need for me to worry. I'll go take care of the commission first then. I'll stop by again when I have time.
Before you go back to 6th Street, swing by the temple again. I've got a good soup simmering, and by the time you return from the Hollow, it should be ready.
The good soup is pretty nice.
2 servings back with you, and let Junior Wise try some too.
Bet, Signorine Who, wait for me.
I don't like how she said bet.
Bet, Signorine Who, wait for me.
She was very excited, but
Bet, Signorine.
that's part of them modern slang. That didn't sound quite right. I guess it feels Zenless on Zero. Belle has said sus one time. So Among Us is real.
Besides, what Signorine Who and Senior Fufu mentioned earlier is still a little concerning.
What, them using your computer without asking?
But the meeting time for the commission is coming up. I'll come back and check after I get out of the Hollow.
Finally. Oh, is it really coming up? Have we been talking so long? I guess so.
Time,
Wow.
let's head over to the cable car area and meet up with Cissia.
Cissia. Alright, well, that's how she says it. Oh, hey. Wonder where she's selling. Stone carving, apparently. And where is she? Oh, hey, there's... Right. This is like the one main thing I was spoiled on in the actual plot, aside from seeing Seth's brother. Excuse me. Arya and Suna. Why is Cissia standing with them? There's no way it's actually this coincidental, right? From here, you can barely make out their conversation.
Hello, are you the one who posted the commission tracking a signal from Lemnian Hollow? 2 kids? I'm actually not a kid, but...
Alright, important thing to note here. Arya said she's not a kid, but she didn't say Suna isn't. There was no we. For whom it may concern.
Is it a difficult commission?
And Suna didn't take offense to it. For whom it may concern. Cissia looks closely at Arya and Suna, and even seems to sniff them a little. Alright, what did you just say earlier? Hang on. Then her gaze settles on Arya.
Alright, you definitely won't die doing this. But this little girl next to you? She's too weak. Have you considered just ditching her?
That's funny. Interesting that I guess she has the sense of smell to tell. Alright, well, you're probably like made of metal or something, but this is like a kid, man. Or she can smell their power level. Maybe. I could believe them trying to say the second thing is true. Arya and Suna's faces turn completely blank at the same time.
Alright. Who you take as your partner for the commission is your call. But neither of you look anything like a skilled operative. I just tossed this commission up on Internet on a whim. I'm not gonna get exposed for this, am I?
I kind of like how her voice trails off sometimes. I'm not gonna get exposed for this, am I? You know, getting a bit breathy. I appreciate, always appreciate the actors doing something even just a little bit different, to give some spice to their character, the character's characterization and performance.
And what if the proxy goes and tattles to my evil boss? He absolutely can't find out.
This is how she speaks to herself, out loud, but to herself. So it is fun to consider she considers him evil.
Actually, Arya and I have teamed up for several Hollow commissions before. We're pretty reliable. Yeah, and if you're not comfortable with that, we can refund the deposit. We apologize for wasting your time. Time? Time! No way! Gilded Carrot Day is almost here. I have to get this done right now. It's fine. It's fine. I'll leave it to you two. I'm a really generous client, I even found you a very skilled proxy. Just follow her lead when the time comes.
Right.
Oh, and you two should polish up your previous commission experience a little. Otherwise, she might look down on you. Polish up? Yeah, just make up a few impressive commissions. You can do that, right? We can't do that!
Oh, yeah, right. She's like super honest or something.
You're so hopeless. Hollow Zero, Nineveh, Miasma. Regular proxies haven't seen any of that. Listen to me. Here's what you say.
You get it? Because we have seen all of that.
So the partners for this commission are Arya and Suna?
Sorry.
All right, the commission has to get done. Forget how Cissia found them and set aside the wishing sprite for now. But I can't let her mislead them.
You take a deep breath. A familiar action now. Interesting. Wait, a familiar action now. Now you finally understand why Jane and that anonymous client reacted the way they did about Cissia. You quickly stride over to them, the three of them.
Cissia, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, the proxy's here. See, these are the excellent helpers I handpicked for you. Don't let their age fool you. They're already very seasoned.
I feel like this is new Goofy music. The flute, I think, really adds to it. It almost feels like something I hear in Katamari Damacy. That's the vibe it gives me right now. Yeah. And the cymbals. It's a fun song, but yeah. Sorry. If the whatever bumping is heard. Oh, I'm good. Sorry, the dog's barking. It's usually a good alarm system. But yeah, this is a fun, goofy song for antics. A song for antics is like a good word for it. Come on. My phone.
Manager?
I have my phone to me keeping track of stream.
Proxy?
It's buffering slightly. I hope that's not me, because it looks like the game's connection is fine. I should check just in case. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my YouTube connection, which is always horrible.
Arya? Suna? Good evening. Oh, so you know each other. See? I told you I'd found the perfect partners for you. All right, no more wasting time.
I don't know how I feel about how fast she went to it, into saying, all right, no more wasting time, but it was kind of funny. Speaking of wasting time.
This is a signal tracker. Take it with you into the Hollow and make sure it stays calibrated. It'll guide you toward the signal source.
Wow. Fancy. It's binoculars with a screen on top of it. Which is kind of cool, I guess. Ooh, and the slot for the batteries, and probably anything else to plug in. Because it doesn't have any other slot to plug into, so it Anything that plugs in has to be down there. The signal tracking device Cissia has provided, which can be used only in open areas. Use it to determine the signal strength and thus the direction to the target. It even has a direction indicator to pinpoint specific signal sources. Sure, this case specialist has always seemed a little flaky, but you should be able to count on the gear she handed to you. Right?
Take it with me? Do you mean Arya, Suna, and I are going in together? What about you? Aren't you coming with us?
Oh, I'm not going. I've heard there's miasma in Lemnian Hollow. It's terrifying. Huh? 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 Huh?
Very funny.
I'm the brains responsible for planning the operation. Of course, I can't just head into the Hollow myself. I'll be providing support for you from outside.
Yeah, and she definitely feels pretty off-field DPS if she's going to be an attacker, so... Or at least, supportive DPS. She said it herself, she'll provide any support. She wasn't lying. Well, she might not be. You never know how she'll release. Manager, are we heading out now? Are you really okay with heading into a hollow? I am totally fine. My attitude for Aether's always been really good. The three of us sometimes do some simple hollow commissions together to help fund our group. And though this hollow today does feel a bit unfamiliar, I'm totally fine too. My aptitude for Aether's pretty good. I've been that way since I was a kid. Plus, Nangong had a friend mod our weapons earlier and everything's in top shape now. That must cost a fortune. Only pros can pull that off. Not at all. Nangong said that when she went to try out the VR stages at Lumina Square's HIA Club, she lucked out as the 10,000th visitor, so they hooked her up with this modification service as a freebie. Yeah, all our equipment's been modded to perfection. The HIA really knows their stuff. Yeah, the HIA really managed that. Lumina's HIA Club basically just handle rookie signups and training sessions. No way they'd offer weapon mods, especially not for free. That kind of service is crazy expensive. So you know, Nangong is buying to them and is also filthy rich or something. But wait, didn't Nangong keep going on about winning a 500,000 Denny jackpot and stuff like that before? Could it be she just doesn't want to make a big deal in front of the team? So she's always secretly helping out with funds? The more I think about it, the more likely it seems. If I get a chance, I should keep an eye out. Manager? Don't worry about Suna and me. We'll be fine. You ready to go? Yeah, let's go. I'll probably get to play as Arya, which is the important character to look at, because Suna's in game already, and you can play her in Lost Void. And I'm not pulling for her. Because if Nangong use Anomaly Stunner, then of course I'll pull for that, because that sounds way cooler, man. Especially if I can play N2 on-field solo DPS Bernice even more. But yeah, Cissia is definitely a very fun personality. The lazy type who will pawn off work onto others. A different kind of not goofy music. It does give the vibe of like going into the dusty rustic town in like a PS2 game. It's a pretty nice song. I quite like this. Expect what? Hey.
I knew you sometimes take on commissions, but I never imagined you were this good. Actually handling work in Lemnian Hollow?
Yeah, that's right. protect you and help you finish the commission, Manager.
What does Belle mean? Isn't it the opposite? Belle isn't fighting for them.
Protect me? Thanks, Suna and Arya. Alright then, let's head out.
I hope Belle wasn't thinking she was going to be the one doing protecting.
Arya and Suna are both so young, and they're not even trained Hollow operatives. They look so weak. I'm their proxy. I need to find somewhere safer and fast. Better start using the signal tracker now.
Calculating route now.
What?
What's wrong, Arya?
Oh, it's just your navigation assistant? Its voice sounds a little familiar.
Understood. Providing more voice options now. Current voice pack. Thoughtful AI assistant. Should you wish to change it, I can provide the following alternatives.
Aw. She didn't say that out loud at all. What the heck, man? Also, I see my phone keeps buffering. That's quite annoying. I hope that's not actually happening normally. Yeah. No, hold on. I wanted to check. Do I have any? I don't have any dropped frames, so I'm sure it's fine. But yeah. She didn't say any of those out loud at all.
Hold on. I think a weird voice pack got mixed in. Since when did Barry have this?
Oh, my bad.
So an amazing proxy doesn't just lead the way into the Hollows in person, but also carries a voice-changing smart assistant.
The voice changing is new. That's what I was getting riled up about.
That's not it at all. This is kind of hard to explain on the spot. Let's get moving and finish the commission first. Then we can talk once we're back on 6th Street.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Let's find an open space and activate the signal tracker.
No, that's
Still
you.
can't believe the manager is actually an amazing proxy. It's like seeing an adorable teddy bear suddenly whip out a dinner knife and brutally massacre a strawberry cake.
What the heck?
What kind of comparison is that?
I concur.
Yep.
Okay, I don't need to click on that. I think it's already unlocked. Oh, I've been here. Okay. I was noticing this because most. Oh, that's interesting. She looks behind her. I don't think it's as smooth as before, but yeah, a lot of agents stopped having unique double backdashes, so it's interesting that they added it for them. Also, I was noticing her slower run finish, and she bumps those together. That's very cute. Okay, so I can't check now. I don't think. And oh, I should have been clicking buttons just to see. Oh, hey, I think I'll be able to pause here. Okay, so that's her charge attack. Interesting. I kind of hope she's the only one with the charge. I kind of dislike just them having a damage boost for Arya specifically, but because I feel like they might make the other agents lackluster, so that this team specifically isn't overpowered. While balancing this team, they make them less powerful for other teams, but you know, it's probably not the case.
All right, leave it to me. Manager, if I start to look different, try not to freak out, okay? Yep. Sparkle, shine on.
Oh, I hear that. Like, there's cheering in the background as well.
Keep up with the beat. Very.
Oh, that was it? Alright. Oh, I forgot to pause for the combat. Gasp! Arya drops the projection. No way, she's...
what I really look like.
Alright. I think some players, I saw some people comment about this. I think for other agents, I think they might appear in the event, but I might want to make sure I get to that event to hear Banyue, but the intelligent constructs are supposed to have some sort of, you know, effects on their voice. And we've definitely heard Arya's before, the effect they put on her voice, you know, to sound robotic. But, well, she clearly didn't have it that right now.
Arya? Oh, so cute! Although you do look a bit rounder than the projection, but seeing such a cutie intelligent construct beat the stuffing out of those ethereals makes me feel super safe.
Huh? See? Arya, I told you everyone would like the real you. But I'm an intelligent construct who deceived everyone with a projected image. I'm not the pretty girl everyone likes at all.
I'll be honest, I feel like I remember this line from the trailers. I feel like we got to it pretty fast. I also like the projection of her emotions here, where the little screens that represent her eyes. But, you know, yeah, this feels like an interesting emotional moment, and it's like the second time we actually met her outside of an event, so like the second time we actually met her within the main story. It feels a bit weird to be getting it now.
If you put it that way, then why isn't I our proxies who used the video store to fool everyone? We're not really the managers that everyone likes either.
Then I'm just an ordinary person who's been fooling myself with an account nobody even follows. I'm not the idol you and Nongong say I am.
Hey, okay, all right, Suna, that's quite a bit different from both of us. I feel like that's quite a bit different.
Wait, Suna, that's not what I meant.
Arya, you've noticed it too, right? Everyone has their own little secrets. In New Eridu, an intelligent construct performing with a human girl projection is as normal as putting on makeup or changing outfits.
Sure, yeah. Also, I realized, I think Robot Arya has the same little arm, like, accessories like cloth that Cissia has, which I noticed how it wasn't connected to the rest of her sleeve. Yeah. Also, I like how her hair came down like an animal's ears when she was all like panicked or flustered.
And besides, if you weren't such an awesome intelligent construct, this commission would have gone sideways. Let's find the signal source first. Then we'll get somewhere safe and give you all the praise you deserve.
Alright. No need to overly butter someone up. But, excuse me, sorry. Also sorry for the squeaky chair.
Okay.
Arya turns the projection back on.
Oh, Arya, you're so stingy. I haven't seen that cute round look of yours in ages. I want to be the big sister too. Once we find the signal source, how about I turn off the projection and go to Yomcha scene with you, Suna? All right.
Also, I feel like I've mostly been hearing Suna, but I just think it felt notable how she said Suna, like had a very hard cutoff between the two syllables. Didn't that weird client just say we gotta activate some signal tracking device and go wherever it points us? Yep. This area is pretty open. Want to give it a shot now? All right. Oh, this is it.
You can never let your guard down on stage, and the same goes for the hollows.
Cool. Also, I think I was pressing X. I'm not sure if that was
Let's check out the closer one first.
you.
Okay.
Also, yeah, I need to get into combat again so I can check. Also, that's fun. You can move around in this mode. That's really cute. Also, need to turn it down for myself. I hope the game isn't too loud. Oh, hey. Oh. This door doesn't open on this side. Awesome. Well, also the whole mechanic of the
are you sure this is the right way? Looks like there's a closer signal source down that road.
interesting. It's nice to have a dialogue for going the wrong way. Do they have any more?
Damaged constructs around here have been almost completely corrupted by miasma.
Alright, well.
What is miasma? It's when you can't breathe very well.
Ah, true. I have miasma. Alright, at least had, which means it still exists in my body, but, you know, it has been a problem also. Interesting to see some of the corrupted machines here. That makes sense to be bosses for later. I guess I'll continue this way, I don't want to waste that much time. I wonder if it'll replay the dialogue.
Oh, I've seen that
Ooh,
thing
vertical access
before.
path.
Oh, there might be some good stuff inside.
What stuff? Oh, a little treasure chest. Oh, is this a mimic? That'd be so cool if it was a mimic. Yeah, it was a mimic. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I already know how to play her. And can I check on the agents? No, okay. So there's no option to look at the agent screens from here, but I can at least look at their skills, which, I mean, this is information you can see on. Actually, I'm pretty sure because she's not released, it's not on, like, Pridewin yet. And one of the websites that had information like this was taken down recently because he could not work on it anymore. It's very sad. Also, her core passive just says she gets 90 AP. That's kind of insane to me. I feel like that's a weird way to do power creep because that's just... There's a lot of ways to just say, yeah, this character has more damage, but... Also, she is, if target is stunned, the damage is further increased, so yeah. I think, I did see Zix, Lycon, Alice team get a pretty good score. I'm pretty sure it was kind of comparable to the Miyabi Mono Ice team I saw R2 did, which was pretty cool. I think Zik got like, I'm pretty sure R2 got 44k with Lycon Mono Ice Miyabi, and Zik was like 41 or also 44k with the Yuzuha Alice Lycon with his buff. I don't know if it was Ice Jade Teapot Lycon or his own signature. I think it was Ice Jade. Oh, which makes sense. But yeah, she just gets the damage ratio is further increased. That's interesting wording. I would assume that just means damage, but Okay, so yeah, that's just her normal bloom damage there, which the numbers are built like that because it's based off of the dot, and it's per 10 AP, so like 100 AP, you multiply these by 10, 200, you multiply these by 20, and she has 90, so that's an immediately 9 times those numbers right there, increase. But yeah, I don't know, flat AP like that just looks funny, because it's like, yeah, your anomaly proc just deals that much more damage, which some agents have, but like a lot of agents need to work for it. Like a 90 AP versus like Grace just has 36 anomaly damage for her shocks, but she needs to cast 2 EX specials to get it. Jane's increased damage is based off of her assaults being critical hits. I guess in a way, Alice also just gets free AP, but you need to be building for it, which, I mean, specifically means you need to be using AM with her new disc set, and it scales with her own signature, giving even more AM, which is, yeah, whatever. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, yeah, she has Corruption Extension, which is interesting. It's definitely mostly to keep her own... keep the enemy, able to be bloomed at all longer, but something that's always interesting to me is that duration increases like this technically always buff disorders, because, both the ability to get a disorder, but also if you get an immediate disorder, at least when I was counting it for burn with Bernice, like if you got a disorder immediately right after procking burn, like within that same like section, which I think can happen, you proc because disorder wouldn't be on the internal cooldown at the moment, so you could totally proc burn and then immediately proc assault. So if you did that, like maybe it's a perfectly timed after burn, like just theoretically, a 3-second increase to burn duration is a 20% DPS increase. I think it's about that, a 20% DPS increase to the burn disorder of that, you know, procs. But the less time left, the bigger that increase is at all. Like, I'm pretty sure with 5 seconds left, it would instead, you know, go up to 8 seconds left, and it's like a, what was it, like a 30 to 60% DPS increase for the disorder? It's like kind of nuts how big a boost it is, on top of just enabling you to get a disorder when you maybe otherwise wouldn't without that duration increase. So that's why Bernice was sort of inherently a disorder agent, because she boosted burn duration. And so, you know, it kind of bummed me out that she ended up with a bloom, and I felt like she probably should have gotten a polarity disorder, because I feel like that makes more sense without feeling like you're stealing Vivian's stuff. Oh, she can't get hit. I kind of don't get why she's cute. Also, I guess I could keep looking. I think she's pretty simple. Hold on. How big is this moveset? Ultimate, chain, dodge counter, dash attack. Ooh, she has an instantly hooked, an EX to EX attack, and a hold basic, which I've been using. And that's it though. She has a basic, hold basic, a special, EX special, and a spamming EX special. And then every other move is completely normal, which something everyone has, which is interesting. Wait, QTE. Did it say QTE for her? Yeah, okay, it did. I missed that symbol. That's interesting. Oh yeah, what are her? I think I remember these. Her M1 basically gives her a Jane like crit buff, or that is to say, don't confuse it with like, oh, maybe I should build crit stats. No, as far as I can tell, when she triggers in a bloom, it has a chance to crit, and the base crit rate is 25%, meaning it's unrelated to your current crit rate, and the crit damage is 25%. Also both 25%. And if your AM is increased to a certain level, or is over 100, every AM gives a half a crit rate, meaning, oh, it's AM specifically. Also that, first off, this is completely unrelated to your normal crit rate, so your personal crit rate shouldn't be able to matter, because the base crit rate is 25. So why would that be? It doesn't say it's impacted by building crit rate on her, so you don't need crit stats at all. And these are crit boosts specifically to an anomaly thing, specifically her blooms. How much AM can she get? How much AM does she have right now? Yeah, plus 90 here. She has 208, which is interesting. That means she has 208, and her AP isn't too high. It's like below 300 inherently, which is I just think it's interesting. If she's over 208, she's probably 2 Pete Faithins with a stat like this. She's probably on like Weeping Gemini, meaning in her own signature engine, as far as I can recall, which I think is unofficial sources, is an AMW engine. And so I think you might need that to get the, well, yeah, I think you need 150 AM, which she probably can't get. She can probably get really close to, though, actually. So she can probably reach 100% crit rate for these critical hits on her blooms. Also, her basic special and EX special ignore 10% anomaly resistance, which is always pretty good. But yeah, it's 10% damage boost. Oh wait, it's build-up resistance. Okay, never mind. But it does mean she procs her anomalies better, and then because you need that anomaly proc to be able to do her blooms at all. And so with the signature, she probably gets them at all the time. So it's just it's literally, if you reach 100% crit rate, 25% stronger blooms. It's pretty good. It's okay, actually. Not amazing, but still okay. Let's see, wait. And her blooms ignore 16% of the target's defense. Excuse me. And during something called Moment of Delusion. Oh, excuse me. Again, sorry. Another 8%, so up to 24% defense shred for her blooms. That's all really interesting to me, because I think that all amounts to being kind of weak. Both of these combined aren't as good as Jane's M2 is how it feels. But I assume, like, her baseline is just really strong. So, you know. Ooh, and her blooms, okay, on a 10-second cooldown, though. But gives energy and decibels, which is kind of cool, but 470 decibels on a 10-second cooldown is kind of nothing, man. That's really just a stepping stone to get to M6, so yeah. I guess if you're investing hard into Arya, you would only go to M2. And it's fine at best. It gives synergy if you're investing into Suna, definitely. Because it's she's 7 times 3, so 21% defense shred just for getting M1. Well, just for getting a second copy of an agent. I mean, that's still pretty cool. And they're sort of doing the Obel thing where the agents synergize by stacking a bunch of defense shred. And I say Obel thing, but it was also something notable with... since this is in Mindscapes, it's something more notable with... Also, I imagine Nangang Yu is going to have even more defense shred for the higher scaling in totality for the team, but 21% here and 24% here for herself at least. It's 40. Yeah, 24. Yeah, 45. Really? Yeah, 45% defense shred for her. This, and because she wants a stunner, and I mean, in general, trigger is pretty good for anomaly agents. Because she's like a whole separate modifier on top of giving faster stun for her. Her signature would be even more defense shred. So trigger should be good for her if you're investing that hard. And they have synergy there. I would definitely say Suna's better than M1. 21% defense shred is not a 21% DPS increase. But it is a team-wide thing for all supports. Or like always the DPS you use with her, while Arya is getting a 25% DPS increase for herself, basically. And 10% anomaly buildup Resignor is fine. It's 2% more than Grace's M2, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. Arya's M1 doesn't look that amazing, but I guess another way to look at it is like Bernice got 20% pen. And the only reason why that could be considered better than Suna's M1 here is that you can actually build into pen to multiply the value. Wow, you need specific agents, and only agents and W engines could multiply the value of Suna's M1. But yeah. I think, but Bernice's initial design is definitely to boost a second DPS damage, while Arya here is only boosting her own. Which doesn't matter if she's the vast majority of the DPS of the team. But I will say the Resignor will probably matter less in the full team, because Nangang Yu is also an ether agent and will probably be shoring up your overall build-up. So yeah. I don't think the M1 looks... I say it doesn't look that amazing, but 25% DPS increase is pretty good. Because, yeah, well, like I was saying earlier, Bernice's M2 doesn't even get close to that, let alone her M1, which is only for feels. So, I mean, trying to compare it to, like, a more supportive anomaly agent like Bernice, unfortunately, also mostly screwed over by having an older design. Bernice's M1 and M2 are not nearly as good. I don't think they amount to nearly as big as a DPS increase as Arya's M1. But, Bernice's M2 would just help her be a more usable agent. Sorry, I don't know. I want to talk about the agents, man. I'm finally getting a look at them with my own eyes. I mean, I could have looked at Arya or sooner, but you know, it's nice to look at them both at the same time. 10% attack with an Ether Veil. With some agents, that's like a 300. It's either a 200 to 400% or 400 attack buff, which means it should average out to always being less than Astra's M2, but Astra's M2 is mostly just that attack buff, and so the rest of it is also DPS increase, which is also Astra's M2. But I'm pretty sure this matters a lot more because it's a bigger DPS increase to an agent who deals much more damage. So, Suna's M2 looks very similar to Astra's M2. It's just kind of interesting. And well, but she does defense shred instead of fresh shred. So I think for the most part, Astra has a better mindscapes, but not too much better. M1s, I think Astra wins out, especially for that earlier ult, first ult. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a free-to-play player. I'm never getting these things. I'm also never not pulling either of these agents. Maybe someday if they get super cool stuff, which I mean would have to mean a different agent. But I mean, there's no way after Nangong Yu comes out, this isn't the best any of them will have for a while. Yeah. Yeah. After performing an EX special, perform a downward attack. If it hits the enemy, oh, okay. So you can spam EX special to. Okay, there's no hold input for EX special, but if you spam it, that's how she gets her fandom power, right? And then, from what I understand, the fandom power allows her to charge up a EX special quickly. Now it's fun. Interesting. Is it under corruption? It is under corruption. That's interesting. Also, yeah, dang. That's fun. Freaking zoomed all over to. Oh yeah, we beat up the crab and got the cache it was holding, maybe? Also, is there... Okay, it would be in around here. I was wondering how to back around.
Sources should be inside this building.
Okay, that does sound like it slows down. I was wondering the beeping sound they have here. Alright, there is money lying around.
Oh, poor Bangbu. Oh, wait. Could it be the signal source?
Oh, cool. I mean, are we really just having... Well, I think it's cool that they actually programmed it to actually get louder and quieter. Also, yeah, I knew this place looked familiar. We've been here. A busted big boom that's completely unresponsive. Even after a thorough check, there's zero sign of any intelligent entity inhabiting it. Huh? The tracker broken or something? Or did the signal source ditch this bamboo and relocate? Is it trying to play hide and seek with us? Though, last time we were tracking, there seemed to be more than one signal source. What if this bamboo is just a decoy signal? A red herring to throw us off track. Weird indeed. This is really weird. Don't tell me it's because that unreliable case specialist gave us an equally unreliable tracker. We don't have any clues to go on for now. How about we check out the other signal? Let's go. Alright, cool. Oh, sorry. Kicked something. Sorry if it was loud. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, hey, you're not relevant. I'll help you later, man. I'm busy doing plot.
Response is getting stronger. Seems to be coming from underground.
I'm going underground. Oh,
Hey, stay safe.
wait, where am I going?
Manager
Oh, there. I
Arya.
see.
Oh, so confident, so reliable, so cool.
I knew it. I was looking at the map and saw something to collect. Also, it looked like I can probably just walk up there. Can't I? Oh wait, actually that might be the wraparound to the chest I saw earlier. And also, it looks like I was wrong. So yeah, what I saw earlier probably does wrap around to the chest icon there. I'll explore later. I already went up the elevator. Ooh, it's still shaking and stuff. I can't wait for that boss fight. Yeah, it looks like we got that guy dialogue earlier. Hey, let me go down. Ooh, there's a cave over here. Oh, I've been here. That's fine. I was here last time. Is it really gonna make that whole beeping noise? Defunct machinery that cannot be communicated with. Even after a thorough inspection, there's absolutely no sign of any intelligent entities are inhabiting it. Guys, it's, wincing. Don't tell me this is another red herring. I don't know why I said red herring. Red herring? If you look at it that way, it's even more like hollow hide and seek now. This is awful. Who in the right mind wants to play hide and seek in a hollow? This hollow's giving me the creeps. Manager, let's hurry and test the signal tracker device again. I really don't want to stick around here any longer. Hold up, Aria. This place is pretty open, so it should be perfect. What do you think, Manager? Okay, yeah, blue are the ones you don't need to click. Well, that was nice and fast.
Is it starting up? Don't
Arm.
be afraid, Arya.
What is what?
Clear the stage.
I think it has different timings than the normal defender.
Look at the camera. Here. Keep up with the beat.
Oh, that's fun. Also, it was interesting to see how you can. Oh, I was trying to charge it.
You're both so amazing. Last time I was here, it took me quite a while to deal with all the enemies along the way.
It's all thanks to Arya. Hello, I'm a construct created for me. If I can't protect everyone, then there's no meaning for me to exist. For everyone.
Sorry, and that was probably too loud for the dialogue. I'm gonna turn up the dialogue by 1 because it hasn't been loud enough for me to hear in some circumstances, or at least I want to turn it up outside of cutscenes, but I also want to turn down during fights. Yeah, I was mostly admiring the going for the magical girl transformation colors for her charging attack. That's very fun. Also thought it was kind of neat building up the resources and just holding. She is a pretty simple DPS, though. She's a simple DPS I find more fun than Yesheng Wong for some reason. Probably because I'm not, hurting my thumb pressing a button. But yeah. Definitely, if you like
The signal's
interesting,
getting stronger. The target must be close.
if you like interesting DPS,
So far, I haven't seen anything special.
you probably wouldn't.
I've
Bore.
got a feeling this isn't going to be so simple.
Bro.
Otherwise, why would our client say all those weird things? Yeah, what exactly is she looking for? How's this for an entrance? Yep, Sparko, shine on! Yeah, we're not at the handshake stage yet.
Oh, hey, how long has that thing been here? It probably spawned in while these guys have to stand around.
Yeah, I've got this. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey, now I can see her chain attack.
Angel Ultimate. Wink, wink.
Angel Ultimate. Wink, wink. That was fun. I also think we heard a hint of that echo, which is that sort of echoey voice effect that's supposed to Arya's supposed to have, but definitely didn't last time.
Signal source is right up ahead.
Or when she talked in the story as a robot form. Oh dang, I missed it. Huh?
Arya!
Holy crap, she has...
You obsolete constructs should have been buried long ago! Don't you dare hurt my friends!
Arya, calm down! You're not like them!
Suna, watch out! Focus on the fight!
Alright. Oh, okay, so they're ether weak, which is interesting. Also, I just realized I can't see the... That's fun. I like their little sound effects. The two constructs already ravaged by corruption crumble after taking that final blow. Arya stares silently in the direction they had appeared from, her logic core pounding wildly like a heartbeat, erratic and intense. Oh, logic core's pump? I'm sorry. I don't have the right to put you to rest. If one day I revert back to being like you, a construct with nothing left but hostile instincts, when that time comes, we'll rest together forever. Sweet. The cute, adorable characters have a tragic, edgy backstory. Who designed a cute anime girl demon robots? Is that our lore? I guess we'll see. If there really is such a day, I'll take it as punishment for the moments of happiness I've stolen these years.
Those constructs probably stayed here too long and became deeply corroded by the miasma. After Arya defeated them, they disintegrated on the spot.
No, and disintegrate, that's fair. I guess disintegrate is the word for whenever the ethereals evaporate into that, like, sparkling blocks.
Although we missed the intelligent entity that PubSec was looking for, the signal source was real, and I've never heard of an entity surviving after its host body dissipates. So the commission should be complete.
I mean, you don't know that, Belle.
Those constructs.
Sorry. Hold on. I bumped something.
Those constructs.
They looked like constructs that were being puppeteered by the intelligent entity PubSec is after. The ones sent to attack us. Considering how damaged they were, they've probably been dormant here for a long time. But you're our good friend Arya, lead singer of Angels of Delusion. Bright, adorable, and full of energy. Why does it feel like I just said something silly?
Bro, look, she's literally crying. You can see the tears in her robot eyes.
Right. I mean, no. What I mean is, the manager's description of Arya was spot on.
But aren't we the same?
How can that be? Your constructs of the same model and you're the same are two completely different things. They're not comparable at all.
But why not?
And it's fine if you only say that in front of us. But if Tin Masters hear it, watch out. Your coffee might mysteriously taste a little worse than everyone else's.
That's such a harsh punishment. But I agree with what the manager said. Intelligent constructs of the same model are like humans who are closely related and look alike, or Thyrans who have the same fur color.
I was about to say, hold on. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Everyone's experiences, actions, and thoughts are completely different. How could anyone be the same?
So true, bestie.
If you think that just because you have the same eye patch and skirt hem as they do, you should be the same, then how could an ordinary human like me, who doesn't even have wings, be called an angel of delusion with you and Nangong?
Oh, she doesn't even have real wings.
But I'm not an angel either.
Okay. She was having this very serious mental breakdown, but then her eyes turned into question marks that are bouncing.
I don't care! I saw your wings in Halo! Are you trying to leave me out now?
Alright, why is she crying again?
Suna makes a good point. And she really did put a pair of little wings on her backpack. Was that why?
No, that's totally different. Intelligent constructs aren't quite the same as what Suna was talking about. Humans who share blood and look alike can still live very different lives. And even Thyrans with the same fur color can have totally different personalities. But intelligent constructs aren't like that. I remember everything.
I appreciate the diagnostics in her eyes.
The reason we were created. What we went through. The long dormancy we fell into together.
Arya doesn't look right. I need to change the subject. At the very least, we have to get out of the Hollow ASAP. Let's not stay in the Hollow any longer. Since the commission's done, we can talk about the rest once we're out.
You give Suna a meaningful look.
Suna, what's wrong?
You might be right, Manager. I realized I might just be getting a little dizzy from staying in the Hollow for too long. Am I gonna turn into an ethereal?
I'm not saying the voice actress is doing a bad job, but I do hate how whiny Suna is. But I think it's not in a way that it's bad characterization. I don't like her though. She's way too whiny.
No, of course not. Sorry, Proxy, can you find the nearest exit? We need to...
No, my bad. I skipped that, and that was the end. I guess that's the end of the gameplay. It probably is the end of the gameplay of this stream. How do I part 3? I'd probably end up part 3ing. I have fought the final boss in Threshold Sim already, and I can't even beat her. I hate this Threshold Sim. I have to fight really hard, and I'm barely freaking. I'm like 29k below getting the 300k. Okay, I guess I should have been reading along because she types way too much, man. I heard you made it alive. That our commission should be all G now, right? Isn't it having such a reliable case specialist like me absolutely amazing? Anyway, the commission fee's been sent. If you didn't get it, go hit up that demon yourself. Alright, temporary guest, see you around. I just messaged the client and she immediately wired over the commission fee. Seems she's a bit weird, sure, but she's also super efficient and generous. Is public security footing the bill? Excuse me, sorry. We got 500 Denny's. Arya, stop frowning and give me a smile. Okay. So are we headed back to 6th Street now? Oh yeah, it's way too late. Driving through the mountain roads isn't safe at this hour. Pretty sure there's no more airships either. Alright. Lemnian Temple it is. Wait, really? You not only run the video store and 6th Street, but you're also a master proxy and disciple of the Mystic sect from the Wi-Fi Peninsula? That's insane. A little. When you put it like that. Poof! I'm not going poof too close to my mic. Even Arya's making fun of me. But I heard Mystics have super strict routines. We're gonna get dragged out of bed for morning practice tomorrow, are we? I'll tell them when you want to join the morning routine, Suna. Oh, dang it, I'm teasing her just
It's really
like...
late. Shifu and the others probably went to bed already.
Just like you. Hi.
But Lemnian Temple is big. Surely we can find an empty room somewhere.
Yeah, probably. I want my 30 polychromes right now, so I need to finish this story. What was his name? Older brother setting off. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't care enough to talk. Oh, wait. Banyue's right here. I think we might be able to hear him without the voice. I'm worried it's going to be like Grievous without the voice effects. I think Grievous kind of sounds pretty cool. But man, without the voice effects, I can't imagine, dude. because it's all growly and robotic. Alright, I'm also not reading this. Hey, fellas.
You're back, Junior Belle. Banyue Shifu is here. You two may want to catch up. I'll go check on Junior Inu.
Senior Fubu glances curiously at Arya and Suna, flicks her tail, and pads off toward the kitchen.
Good evening, Banyue Shifu. I heard from Senior Inhu that you'd be coming for Gilded Carrot Day, and sure enough, we ran into you.
Good evening.
Aw,
Everyone
dang
at
it.
Swabian Temple was most insistent. I lack the appetite for indulgence, so I came merely to keep company.
I lack the appetite for indulgence. That's honestly a pretty cool line. Also,
It seems Mr. Pan prepared a fine soup today. The young one at your side appears fatigued. Would she need,
oh, he's a robot, but he can't tell that she's not a robot? Or do robots eat soup? Anyway, almost disappointed I didn't get to hear it. Because I heard someone mention now some of the constructs. Maybe it's in some cutscenes and it might only be in the event. So I guess I'll see later. I don't trust them to fix it. I heard there's still voices missing in 2.5.
I'm good.
to borrow my energy cell for a moment?
No, he's a smart man. He can tell. He's got eyes.
An energy cell?
Unless my eyes deceive me, hot soup would not be of much use to this young friend.
Oh, but he's being courteous still. Even if he's outing the girl for being a robot. A fake. She's the fake faker. Banyue actually takes out an energy cell. After reverting to her construct form and finishing recharging, Arya, who looked completely worn out before, seems a little more refreshed.
You seem to have something on your mind. May I ask what's troubling you?
Aww. He's being a cool little mentor fella.
If I remember correctly, Banyue Shifu, you said something to me before. To walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores.
I don't remember that at all. No, I really don't remember that line at all. I also thought he was talking to Arya.
Yes, to walk this world is as to depart one's home for distant shores. When debts of old weigh heavy, they press not upon thy steps alone, but cast thy companion stumbling in the dust beside thee.
Actually, that does sound a little familiar as he continued on.
It seems this young friend is troubled by an old debt on her heart.
Yes.
In the past, I went astray and nearly met my end before I could atone. If you are only weighed down by old memories and have wronged no one, I hope you can see through it soon and stop tormenting yourself.
Aw. Cool guy, Banyue. Under Banyue's steady, forgiving gaze, Arya falls into thought.
I don't think I ever told you that I'm actually a discarded construct. I slept inside a hollow for a very, very long time.
I'll be honest, I don't think we've officially known each other for a very long time, so there's no reason why you would ever told me. And I've been known to me as a construct a few hours ago.
Until one day, I heard a hollow raider play one of Lady Circe's songs. The singing woke me up, and I left the hollow and came to New Eridu. I buried my past deep in my memory and slowly fell in love with the city. And Lady Circe's voice has always been my anchor. I tuned my voice to match hers as closely as I could and learned to sing like her, hoping to share that moment that moved me when I first awoke. Later, her agent started looking for a vocal double for her. On Wishing Sprite's recommendation, I went and recorded vocals for her last few shows.
Interesting. Still unsure if that was actually Fairy and at what time this takes place. Because it seems like if that was the case, Fairy's awakening back in the prologue of the game would take place before the founding of the Angels of Delusion. So I guess I'm curious at who the wishing sprite actually is, but the problem is, I think no matter what then, if this wishing sprite is one of the known AIs, I think yokai was mentioned, I believe Fairy was the first one awakened based off of the lore trailer. Therefore, I think no matter what, Angels of Delusion has to be pretty new.
After Lady Circe left the music scene, I went back to being the ordinary Arya who just wanted to sing. Until Nangong picked me up at a broke little idol agency. So I became part of Angels of Delusion. Sorry, I ended up telling a long, boring story.
On the contrary, this was almost warranted and diegetic, and not that long yet.
Arya, your story isn't boring at all. Actually, Wise and I watched a recording of Miss Circe's farewell concert. It might be a bit late,
Bad.
but
Sorry.
welcome to New Eridu, intelligent construct citizen. Enjoy your new life.
They're into their little bang boo buddies, so I'm sure these are people very, very pro intelligent constructs, and I mean, they have plenty of intelligent construct friends. I say this because I could really believe individuals who think intelligent constructs. I could imagine the average person thinks of intelligent constructs as noticeably different from an ordinary citizen, and just because of what they are and how they have to pass a test just to even be recognized as possibly having a soul, at least in some way, or whatever the equivalent is for the individual.
Arya, your story isn't boring at all. Actually, Wise and I watched a recording of Miss Circe's farewell concert. So, we've been hearing your voice since way back then.
But how way back when? How way back then, though?
Yeah, even if this new life was only a brief one, I'm already very, very satisfied.
Brief? What do you mean? Arya, don't scare me.
I've thought it through. Just like Banyu Shifu said earlier, if I keep carrying those old memories, I'm afraid I'll trip up the people walking beside me.
Ah, so the solution is to abandon them.
Yes, precisely.
After running into those two corrupted constructs, I can feel something strange stirring in my logic core. And my thoughts feel kind of out of control too. I keep having these subtle, unsettling thoughts.
I guess a minor writing thing is that I feel like she used thoughts too closely together. Which is a very minor thing, but I guess my mind feels out of control too, is how I would have put it. Because she didn't say mind, but you know, because then it made the second sentence feel very repetitive with the first, because she's just talking about thoughts twice.
To make sure I don't turn into a monster like that, and to keep Nangong and Suna safe, I'm planning to leave Angels of Delusion for a while after the Gilded Carrot Day performance, and go deal with the signal anomaly.
What?
Please, there appears to be a misunderstanding here.
Alright, whoa, hold on. That reminds me of that freaking Legends of Adventurous clip with the egg. I should kill her. Well, let's not be hasty.
Wait, Arya, calm down. You can't just suddenly decide you're quitting the group after that. Did meeting those two constructs earlier get you worrying about weird stuff?
Kind of, but not entirely. But I can handle it myself. I said it's just a temporary break. Maybe I just need to visit the hospital, see the data systems department, and I'll be fine right away. You won't dig this up later and tease me for being dramatic. Right, manager?
Yeah.
It's just a sick leave? Oh, thank goodness! I thought you were really going to leave me alone to get bullied by Nangong!
Stop crying.
No, of course not. Why would I do that?
Something's off.
Arya says she's fine. But look at her. That's not the face of someone who's really thought things through. Oh, Arya, if you're making a decision, maybe you want to ask the wishing sprite for advice?
You're right, manager. Though it's just a sick leave, and it barely even counts as a decision.
Arya opens the wishing sprite.
Wishing sprite, wishing sprite. My old memories are coming back again. I want to keep performing, but something's wrong with my memory data. I'm scared I might hurt my friends because of it. What should I do?
Alright. Say something edgy like, die. You pitched the wishing sprite.
There shouldn't be a problem. Based on how the wishing sprite encouraged Arya before, its answer this time will surely...
Alright. Now she gets cut off by a super edgy, edgy direction, and then the trusting Arya follows it to a T.
Your concerns are very reasonable.
Alright, this voice is completely different.
Friendship and love seem to be feelings everyone in New Area truly cherishes, don't they? Of course, your friend's safety matters more than your desire to sing. Maybe it's better to deal with your own little problem first, and then get back on stage with your friends, right?
Huh? Did I hear that right?
You're right. You really thought this through. Thank you for the reminder. I'll go get checked soon. It's just, Gilded Carrot Day is around the corner, and our performance, if it really comes to that.
Absolutely not! No way you're doing this! Arya, you're not trying to bail at the last second, are you? We already agreed! The debut is something the three of us do together! How can you say something like that?
Do want to say, the voice was clearly the same as Fairy's earlier, but then this voice now is also clearly different from that, so interesting how that wasn't noted.
Something's not right. The wishing sprite doesn't sound like itself. Calm Arya down first. We'll figure it out together later. Yeah, the Gilded Carrot Day performance. You guys have been preparing for it for a long time, haven't you? No matter what you decide in the end, why not wait until Nangong's here and talk it through together?
Hearing the team leader's name, Arya seems to realize her words have been a bit reckless. A flicker of guilt crosses her face. Meanwhile, Suna's eyes instantly light up.
Yeah. Arya, you just get some proper rest tonight, okay? Everything else, we'll talk about it tomorrow when we're back on 6th Street.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well, that resolved itself for the minute. You ask Senior Fufu to take Arya to rest. Suna makes an excuse about needing to clear her head and slips away to pull out her phone. Looks like she's about to call for backup. Banyue Shifu seems to have something to say too.
Please wait a moment.
Okay. Alright, where's Suna? Yeah, the white text on the. All right, she's right there. No way. I'll call Nangong right now. Yeah, that's probably your dialogue. And then, you know, one of these rooms. There's only so many.
An H0L0 type intelligent tactical construct.
A hollow. What?
What are you saying, Banyue Shifu?
The model of that young girl just now, if my memory serves me correctly. The evasiveness in her words. I believe it originates from that very fact.
Hold on. Tactical construct. Intelligent tactical.
I don't really get what those numbers mean. But if she's a tactical construct, does that mean Arya was originally built for combat? Just like you?
Interesting how they made adorable little girl robots to fight for them, I guess.
Constructs of this class are adept in archery, capable of deceiving foes through illusory forms. They once fought in squads, eradicating countless enemies, only to be discarded overnight and consigned to eternal slumber.
Rough.
For Arya, her present life stands far apart from that past. Thus, concealing her origins to avoid alarming her companions is not without reason.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought so. Those constructs must have triggered some bad memories. She's been scared she might hurt her friends. That's why she's been so on edge. But when she talks about how she feels, it also sounds like there really is some kind of virus messing with her emotions.
It is possible that both explanations hold true. When a construct's mind is unsettled, their logic core may loosen its restraint. Should malice exploit such a gap, aberrant behavior may follow.
Those memories really are like pure malice to Arya. Doesn't that mean she's in serious danger right now? What do we do?
In the absence of a safe solution, it's wiser to remain still and observe. Arya's heart is pure. Even if malice arises, she possesses the will to suppress it. You need only keep watch. I'm sure we'll prevent bad things from happening.
I'm sure.
You're right, Banyu Ishifu. And all we can do for now is trust her. Trust that with Arya's willpower, she won't be swallowed by those memories. And maybe, if Suna and Nangong could talk to her, help calm her down a little, that might actually be good for her too.
Oh, you know, probably.
That's right.
You end up chatting with Banyu Shifu for quite a while. After he says his goodbye, you turn just in time to see Suna calling Nangong for help.
Oh man, what do we do? Excuse me, sorry. What do you mean I should stay out of it? What do you mean I always complicate things? That's mean. Nangong, the situation is serious. Did I say serious? I thought it had an E in it. Like an extra E in it. Fine. When you get back tomorrow, I'll be watching to see how you convince Arya. What? If Arya leaves, there won't be any Angels of Delusion anymore. Gosh, she's so whiny.
You want to check on Suna when she hangs up the phone angry, and then runs straight into the guest room yelling, "Arya, you okay?" Better just talk to her tomorrow.
Before taking a break, I should go say hi to Shifu and the others.
No, I haven't gotten my free polys yet. Oh, hey, I forgot you're here. I haven't been lately, Xiao Guang. Oh yeah, right, you're here.
Huh? Xiao Guang, you're really not coming with us to the lighting ceremony?
Yay.
Yeah, I just feel like, compared to Shifu and the seniors, I haven't really done much for everyone.
I mean, you did save, like, the world or something, man.
And last time, the ceremony with the mayor was such a big deal. Honestly, I'm still not quite used to that kind of thing. So I'm going to sit out the lighting ceremony this time.
All right.
You squeeze in between Senior Fufu and Senior Xiao Guang.
Oh, Junior Belle, you're here! Just in time. During the big cleanup a few days ago, Junior Inyo managed to clear out a room near the storage area. So I've settled your two friends in there. How are they doing?
They seem fine. Okay, fine. Disagree with me, Belle.
Not that great. But I don't know Arya well enough to say. Tomorrow, we'll take her back and see what Suna and Nangong can do.
Yeah, Suna's really worried. She's barely slept a wink.
You mean that little construct girl? And the girl who was on the phone in the corner just now?
Yeah.
They look like they've got a lot on their minds. I really wish I could help.
You could definitely help, Senior Xiao Guang. You're so awesome.
If it's Senior Xiaoguang, you could definitely help.
With what exactly? Guys, her banner is gone. You don't have to sell her anymore.
New Eridu Yinyu's newest Void Hunter and the hero who saved Wi-Fi, Senior Xiaoguang. Will you accept my Gilded Carrot Day invitation and come with me to 6th Street to watch the show?
Oh, right. Of course we would invite her to go on a date with us. I guess that adds up. That is consistent.
Even if you go in secret and keep your identity hidden, it would still be a huge encouragement for Angels of Delusion.
Could I be an encouragement to them?
Dude, yeah, I mean, you do have the Void Hunter title. Have you seen how popular Miyabi is?
Xiaoguang, since becoming a Void Hunter, you've been buried in paperwork. If you stay at Swabian Temple for Gilded Carrot Day, someone will definitely come by and bring you even more work.
That's funny. Ijuan's literally saying, dude, you had a lot of paperwork. If you leave, you can have less.
And on top of that, Shiyan sent word back that he'd found some leads on the Qingming sword and is still following them up, so he probably won't make it back for Gilded Carrot Day either.
Well, at least we're in contact with him.
You can go to 6th Street with Belle and take a little break.
But it is Gilded Carrot Day and the lighting ceremony. If I sneak out to have fun, does that count as neglecting my duties?
Absolutely, yes.
With your seniors and me taking care of things here, you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I've been feeling that since the last sentence. Jufufu has been pretty breathy in her last couple of lines. I'm mostly noticing it because the breaths are kind of loud.
Come to think of it, Xiaoguang just became a Void Hunter, and she's been in the spotlight lately. The lighting ceremony is the perfect opportunity for Yinhu and me to take over.
You and Fufu look at Xiaoguang expectantly.
All right, Junior Belle. On Gilded Carrot Day, I'll come find you on 6th Street in the evening.
Oh, I get it. I just realized. This is probably not the last person we're inviting to this. The schedule has been updated, Master. Thank you, Fairy. So what computer is never supposed to be on? Like, look at that. The Fairy's right there. Of course it'd be on. And that's a TV. Another exhausting day. At least we got commission done, but Arya's situation is such a headache. Good thing I'm not the only one stressing. I've got Suna and Nangang with me. Oh yeah, I should tell Wise tomorrow and get him to share the burden. That's a funny way to put it. No need to thank me, Wise. It's what I do. I appreciate that line. That one, sometimes I've been feeling like a lot of lines have been feeling like either sibling could have said it. And, you know, depending on how they write it, I could see them just giving Wise that line as well. But it did at least feel like a Bell line. You think you'll have trouble sleeping, but in the familiar room, you quickly drift off, even with all these fireworks. Then, just like every morning, these past few days, you wake up to the hustle and bustle of Faelum Heights. Time to check in on Aryan and Suna. Morning, Manager. Wow, that was a great rest. Thank you for having us, Senior Fufu. Yeah, thanks, Manager, Senior Fufu. No problem. Welcome back anytime. Yep. And we've got budget for it now. After all, we already snagged tickets for the earliest airship out. You're coming in with us, right? I wonder if the backup Suna called then will even be useful. Either way, I should let Suna and Arya head back first and give the three some space to talk in private. I'll be right there. Huh? I thought you'd come. I mean, my car is parked out, man. Okay, if you're busy, just go ahead. But don't worry about us. Oh yeah, Arya, if you're so thoughtful, so we'll head back then? See you at 404 later. Nangon probably already has your ticket ready. See you at 404. Why did I say it like that? 404. Finally. Alright. And here comes the music. Sorry. Anyway, I already talked about this song before. Oh, also, really, why did I send them ahead if the story is just saying, yeah, alright, go on ahead. I need to check how long it is. Is there a way for me to see Faith and Story? Dang. Intel board? No. Oh, what? Why does they say proxy commissions? Okay. Well, that's kind of interesting. Maybe they'll be relevant later. That's... where do you find that stupid menu? Alright, well, it's not the events calendar. But what's coming up? Oh, the gilded surprises now. Yeah, don't forget to log in, or... I guess it doesn't matter for me to say, but don't log in so I can get more reward. Yeah, so just remember to spend 30 energy a day and then accept your awards. I think that's all there is to it. There's this one. I can't even read it because it's so small it doesn't have its full name. A lot of these events are for the entire patch, which is interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I think some of these linger to like end in maintenance, I guess, or the day after. I think it's good to see this one here. Looks like it is the last one to start and end before the patch, so the rest of these will end up continuing and end with the patch ending, so that's kind of cool. How long is this one? Alright, I guess I can't check. Well, thanks for bringing me there anyway. How do you find that freaking the story? Proxy Archive? No. Title. Ooh, what's my title? Stage Enthusiast. Wow. Sorry, I'm just curious at where to find, like, this story stuff. Okay, then. Thanks for that. Because the specifically, I'm looking for, like, where it just has that long list of, store... What the heck are these? 2 Delulu's performance ticket. Alright, that's funny. You get a ticket to their concert for completing the story. Shadow of Old Dreams. Encore for an old dream. Okay. I guess I should continue, but a part of me feels like it'd be a good stopping point to try to have a shorter stream just in case people come over or get home and I need to get off, so I'm not interrupting the story. But this last part might be the longest, and it probably might be 4 parts. So, I think I ended here, at least on the story. So far, I think that was a fine chapter. It's okay. I like the miasma joke. I recognized it from like a clip saying them sharing a brain cell. And so yeah, the miasma joke worked for me. I appreciate they managed to get that in. It makes you curious what a joke like that is in other languages. Since, you know, the pun only works in English, presumably. Otherwise, it's fine. It didn't take too long to clear at least this section. And got to see Cissia obviously, you know, lying to make herself look good and to get a job done without much effort on her part. You know, shirking responsibilities. We got to learn more about Arya. It almost felt like we ran an arc, but then it continued with asking the wishing device. And, you know, go into that plotline. Oh, hold on. Who is it? I guess what now was a perfect time to end. Alright, thanks anyone who watched for watching. Have a great, wonderful day, week, night, and then... end. I hope your ending is good. But I hope you continue forward to have a long journey up to it. Interesting outro. Bye.